And a very good morning to everyone. This will be the first shoot that we will have of the series of yoga classes, in which I'm going to be taking you through a journey of doing yoga in a very practical, down-to-earth way. I guess when I think of yoga or any system of exercise, I always think, why should I be doing it? What's the benefits? What am I going to get out of it? And why should I be doing yoga over a myriad of other exercise programs that are available? And I guess the one thing that has struck me over the years, I've been doing yoga for almost 20 years, and what has struck me is that yoga overall is a system of, or a series of postures that are geared towards cultivating awareness. So postural awareness, breath awareness, and awareness of oneself. And at large, I bundle it up and I say, it's just all about awareness. Being aware of your environment, yourself in relationship to the environment, yourself in relationship to the various structures. I like to keep my classes very down to earth. I cut all the gimmicks and the jargons out. You will notice I won't be using any Sanskrit or any other language that you don't understand. And if you do understand it, great, but I don't use that. I'll use very simple terminology, and generally it would have to do with the body structures. And the idea is that over time, what I'm more keen in developing is a certain attitude, a certain approach. Like, how can you use this to enhance and enrich your life? So here we go. My paraphernalia that I use are very simple. Couple of mats. I use a blanket which I'm sitting on. I like to sit on the blanket because it gives you a slight tilt on the pelvis and pushes your spine up. I'll be talking a lot about the spine over the course of this session. But the first thing is to tilt the spine up and throw the chest out. The other things that I use is the singing bowls. I like them because they tune my mind. And of course we're in an outside environment here, and we will have the chirping of the birds, and I hope at home or in any other environment you might have that as well. So the first posture that we start, and it's one of the most important ones as far as I'm concerned, is the sitting posture, is the easy pose. So we just bring one leg just in front of the other, very comfortably. We want to sit as comfortable as possible, because sometimes over a course of time we might be spending a lot of time there, so we want to be nice and comfortable. So my spine is upright now, and I will be giving you a side view as well. My spine is upright, shoulders are back, chest is forwards, and I'm going to be lifting my chest from the sternum. So it's a slight tilt, it's a forward tilt and an upright movement of the chest cavity or the thorax. So this kind of movement. And what that does facilitate is an opening of the chest and a sinking of the lungs. So consequently, the breath that you're taking will change. And breath is one of the most important things of yoga. So simple, easy pose. Use the arms as levers and push the chest forwards. I like having my eyes closed or relaxed. So at the very least, there should be like a drowsy kind of feel where I can still look, but the eyelids are softened and calm. So now chest forwards, shoulders back, spine upright. And we're going to take the first deep breath in. Now the inhalations come through the nose. They are forceful initially so that we can break through the tight bands of the chest that develop over the course of the day and over the years. So your lungs are not just going to open with the first breath, so we are going to have to push the air in. So there we go, first breath in. So lungs are full now, we're going to hold them so that the chest can expand fully, and then we're going to release. So the abdomen sinks, and the chest drops slightly, and we're going to follow with another breath in. So it's a successive breath so that we can break through the tight bands. So your first breath might only come halfway up, the second one will come 3/4, and then you're going to have a full way up. So a full lung and then we're going to release the breath again. So your body should already be geared in now. You should already starting to feel some level of attunement, relaxation and connection. So the second pose, we'll bring the arms over the head. And I like looking at this posture very simply as a decompressing of the spine. So we decompress the spine. So the arms now becoming an extension where which you extend and lengthen the spine. So you stretch up, you're lengthening the muscles and you separate the vertebrae, you're giving some room to the intervertebral discs to sit comfortably. And of course, each time we move to a pose, we have to reactivate the breath, because as we become active with the body, the breath becomes passive. So where we go, stretching up, 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 all the way as if you were trying to reach for your ceiling at home or the sky here for me. We stretch up, 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 and the breath will sink now into the abdomen. The abdomen will expand with the breath in. So here we go. Opening, widening the lungs, and breathe out. Arms in line with the ears, stretch up, 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 up. So the breath has now deepened naturally. So now, as you could hear, I took one breath. I didn't need to take the sequential breaths, yeah? And I'm gonna stretch slightly to the side and squeeze one way and the other way. So it's a squeeze and stretch. So the muscles are squeezing and stretching and come to the center. Release your breath and release the arms. Back into the easy pose. Push the chest forward, shoulders back. Extend the neck away from the shoulders. Relax the facial muscles and relax the muscles around the eyes. Relax the muscles around the mouth. So the jaw slightly drops, and relax the muscles over the forehead and around the temples. As you relax in the facial muscles, so does your mind. So breathe nice and deeply, open up the lungs, chest forward, shoulders back. Again, the sequential breath, opening up the lungs and release. So we've done two of the most important poses, which is the upright spine, the sitting, and the lengthening and decompressing of the spine. So we're going to release now. From here, we're going to move into butterfly. And so this one involves the feet moving so that the sole of the feet are together. The spine remains upright, so you don't want to collapse the spine now at the base. And I'm going to turn now around so you get a side view. I'm going to take the blanket with me. And I'm going to place once again the soles of the feet together. It's very important to have the chest still nice, wide and open. So the spine is upright. And what you want to notice here is that the rounding, it's not an outward rounding, it's an inward. So you draw the lumbar section in, then up. Once again, use your arms as levers and get hold of your feet. Hold the spine upright. Breath nice and deep. And so it is in the out breath that we release the tension from the body, and in the in breath we renew the body again. So spine upright, shoulders back, extend the neck away from the shoulders, lift the spine at the lumbar section, and breathe. And from here we're going to extend forwards. Now, each one of us will be extending at a different level, depending on the level of flexibility that we have, anatomical proportions that we might have. So you might have long legs, long torso, short torso, long arms, short arms. So each one of those anatomical differences will predispose your body to move in a different way. So we're not all gonna move in the same way. So don't get overwhelmed or disappointed if you're not moving as far as others. And if you do move all the way down, then that's great. Enjoy. So we're gonna move from here down, forwards, drawing the spine downwards. So this is not a rounding, this is a forward lean. So the movement comes from the hip joint. The spine is upright, it's not moving at all. It's a forward movement that comes from the hip. So I'm still looking forwards. I'm still looking forwards, and I'm going to extend down all the way. Now I'm using the arms and I'm placing them under my feet. Once again, I'm levering myself, but it's not a forceful levering. It is a soft, gentle, meditative levering, meaning I am working with my body, I'm coercing it, I'm not pushing it. And breath, nice, wide and open.